South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D, and this is my gorgeous co-host, Donut. Here you go, Donut. She's so cute. Now, with cases of breast cancer among South African women increasing, it has become crucial that we raise more awareness around it. Today on the show, we chatted to former Miss World and Miss South Africa, Rolene Strauss, about her involvement with the Pink Polo Event, which aims to raise awareness on breast cancer. Plus, we chat to Sabric CEO Kalyani Pillay about how to avoid becoming an email hacking victim. That actually almost happened to me this week. And later, Alison Brown from Pet Express explains the correct ways to groom your pet and the benefits of home grooming in between parlour and vet visits. Remember, you can join the conversation online. We love hearing from you. And of course, I want to know, what is the cause closest to your heart that you wish you could get more involved with? So tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. Now, our first special guest is one of my favourites in the world. Rolene Strauss was bombarded with opportunities after winning Miss World in 2014. But it was her passion for women's health that really inspired her to pursue a qualification in medicine. Rolene now uses her platforms to advocate for women's health, and the latest project she's involved with is the Pink Polo Event. Join Afternoon Express for polo, celebrities, style and a vision of hope at the Pink Polo at Veldevi Estate this 3rd of November. Buy tickets online by CompuTicket and visit pinkpolo.co.za for more information. Pink Polo honours breast cancer survivors and fighters with proceeds from your Pink Food Truck Fair tickets going to Chalk Homes SA, supporting the families of kids battling with cancer. So go pink at the Polo this November the 3rd. And ladies and gentlemen, the elegant lady, Rolene Strauss, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I have to tell you, you are my favourite Miss South Africa of all time, and obviously my favourite Miss World of all time. But you are just consistently a lady, and you've done so much since your reign. So welcome to the show. You've been a very, very busy lady.
I have been. I haven't made the life easy for myself.
No.
Yes, within 2 years, there were so many things happening in my life, but I'm so grateful for everything and all of the opportunities and being here today.
A medical degree, a business, a baby, a husband.
A husband came first. Don't get it the wrong way around. But yes, no, it's been an amazing journey, and women's health truly is my passion, and that is exactly why I'm involved in Pink Polo as well this year.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. You know, the polo events at Veldevi are outstanding. I think it's Rick Netling who's obviously behind a lot of them, and he does an outstanding job. And now you behind the Pink Polo. It's going to be such an amazing event. But what's so awesome about this polo is that it's open to everybody.
Yes, so that is the one thing that we're really excited about. It is all about bringing your family, having a lovely Saturday afternoon, dressing up but not too up, so it's all about barefoot luxury fashion. It's very comfortable.
You're not going to be barefoot.
I'm not sure if I'll be barefoot, but yes, it's all about being comfortable, and the main attraction point of this year's Pink Polo is obviously creating awareness for breast cancer, and that is why we like saying it's polo with a purpose.
Yeah, and it's so important, and nowadays I think it's, you know, we need more events like this just to create awareness.
Yes, the one thing that especially women always do is we always feel like it won't happen to us, you know? And in a way, it is our responsibility to know our bodies from the inside out. And it is your responsibility to prevent. And when it comes to breast cancer, early detection is key. So it's amazing to create awareness and very subtly put that in the back of all women and actually men's lives. It really affects men as well. To know your body, know how to do a self-examination, and go for your follow-up treatments. And yes, so
it's so important to listen to your body and to be in tune with your body. I mean, you must know because you've had a baby, and also on your Instagram you train so hard. You really do look after yourself. You really do look after your body. What do you think is the main reason why you are advocating women's health so much?
I really feel like it's a purpose that has been put in my heart since I was a little girl. I still remember my nickname in school and in the hospital in Volksrust was Little Dr. Strauss. I always ran after my dad in the hospitals and in the practice and held people's hands while they were scared. So it's always been something that I'm really passionate about. And I've had the amazing opportunity and platform of Miss South Africa and Miss World. And even if I didn't win that, I still would have been advocating women's health. But now my platform is just so much bigger.
Amazing.
So it's important for me to set an example, to focus on my own health as well. And after becoming a mother, you realize that it's not about you. I actually, when I work out and I train and I really focus on my health, I do it with my son in mind, knowing that he needs a healthy mother that looks after him.
Amazing. So I can't wait for this event. It's going to be incredible. And so what should we know? What are the details? What should we know for the event? What can we look forward to most?
Yes, so there are so many things to look forward to. First of all is that it is obviously a polo event, and the main stars of the event are the polo ponies and the players. So that is thrilling. The game polo is thrilling in itself. Then lovely fashion, like I've mentioned. The dress code or the theme is almost like I've mentioned before. It's barefoot chic. Elegance, and it's chic and it's comfortable. And even though people mention that it is the game of kings, if you think about how the royals enjoy polo, it's sitting on the grass with their children around them and playing, so it's not too dress-uppy. And yes, fashion, food, and obviously we are actually dedicating this year's Pink Polo to breast cancer survivors.
And all of the proceeds are then going where?
Yes, to breast cancer awareness. So we've actually had an event, I think it was about 2 months ago at Val de Vie itself, where we had 5 breast cancer survivors and people with breast cancer who's currently undergoing treatments, where we also raise funds for them. So no, we're really excited to be a part of it, and Val de Vie is really, really making an effort to make life and lifestyles around them better.
And it's so important to know, because I think exactly what you said, so many women think, oh, it'll never happen to me. I recently had a checkup to just see if everything was okay. And I think I was speaking to the doctor about it, and I said, but aren't I too young to be able to check? Because I didn't do a mammogram, I just did another, like a basic check. But you can never be too young to check. You can never be too cautious.
No, never.
Rather catch it in the beginning than have to, end up, at later stages.
So when it comes to health, any type of health, prevention is better than cure, and early detection is better than later. So it's so important to know yourself and to be aware of your health.
Now, you are super, super busy, your fitness, your motherhood and whatever, but you've also finished your medical degree. You've still got a little way to go before becoming an official doctor. Bigger Rolene Strauss, Dr. Rolene Strauss, not little Dr. Rolene Strauss anymore. But you have partnered and started your own practice.
Yes, so it's I've started Revita Health, which is a health centre with my sister-in-law, Dr. Lydia Strauss. So I'm not clinically involved at all. I put on my business cap for this initiative, and where we focus on holistic health and wellness, and exactly what I've mentioned earlier, prevention rather than cure. So I'm really passionate about that, and it is also on Val de Vie. So Val de Vie is the perfect platform, and it's a little piece of heaven on earth for me. I live there, my son goes to school there, and everything happens there, and I really feel that they want to make change around them.
I can't wait to come and visit you.
Yes, please.
After the break, we head over to the kitchen with Chef Storm Rogers to prepare tasty meat-free hot dogs with smoked carrot slaw and fiery pickles. Plus, we chat to Sabric CEO Kalyani Pillay about how to avoid becoming an email hacking victim. Molkezan is a natural Swiss-made product which supports better digestive health. Do you struggle with digestive or tummy problems like cramping, bloating and constipation? We're looking for 3 ladies from Cape Town aged 30 to 50 who suffer from these problems, or from mild IBS, to take on a simple 21-day digestive health challenge that we will follow on Afternoon Express. Email your story to molkezanchallenge@cardova.tv to apply. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, we take on a street food icon today, but we're going to basically plant-base it. The humble hot dog gets a green makeover with us today, and to help us on the plant-based journey is Whole Foods chef Storm Rogers. So, Storm, welcome. You are
nice
absolutely my food guru.
Thank you.
So this is going to be a genius
It's all
recipe.
about turning those classics into something a little healthier without the meat. Isn't that's the way it's the trend?
You make me so happy. So now I need to concentrate because I definitely need to learn how to make this.
So today we're doing something super cool. Like everyone loves a hot dog or a sausage roll.
Yes.
So we've got the cool plant-based sausages from Woolies, the red pepper and the sweet potato ones, which are lovely. And we're going to do like a little smoky slaw with it. Okay. So let's start with the slaw. The slaw is really just going to be maple syrup, one of my favorite ingredients. Love, about a quarter cup of that. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to get your heat on. All right, you're going to do quite a lot of apple cider vinegar, all right?
So does this make it also really good for your digestion if you're
apple
using
cider vinegar?
Apple cider
is
vinegar?
so good for the digestion. It's just friendly on the gut.
And it kills bacteria.
It kills bacteria. It's alkalining. I just love using it.
Great.
So we're going there. You don't want to go too high on the heat here because this is going to simmer. So there we go. And then I'm adding some onion seeds in here. Mustard seeds, sorry. Yeah. And a little bit of brown vinegar. Yeah. And that's just going to... What you want is that to come to like a little simmer. Okay, so that's gonna simmer. While that's happening, let's get our lovely little sausages on the go. Okay. So here we go. We've got the two different flavors.
And those are Woolies as well.
These are the Woolies sausages. You know
what's in them?
What I love about these sausages, it's taken a long time for South Africa to come up with a really cool sausage that isn't loaded with wheat and sugar, and this is literally free of birth. Really? It's brown rice, quinoa, sweet potato, veggies, such a nice casing, such a cool texture, easy to cook. Oh, I'm a fan.
Genius. Okay, good.
So you just want those in the pan, and it's like 4 minutes in the pan, a little bit of oil. Yeah. Blending that up. getting rustic in here. All right, so what
getting oiled up.
So what you want is this to come to like a sort of little simmer. Once you start seeing it bubbling, you want to add some grated carrots. Okay, and some cabbage.
And these are pickles without the sugar, which is genius.
Exactly, using maple syrup.
Oh,
and maple syrup, as you know, is low GI. Yeah. It's just friendly on the body. So once
it's good for the healthies.
Once that's in and you've got it nice and stirred, okay, and it's all coated with the vinegar and the maple, we're going to turn this off. Yeah. And we're actually going to take it right off the heat, and we're just going to let that rest. You can even season it a little bit as well at this stage. Yeah. And you're just going to let that rest and let that cool down completely. Right, so let me just get these sausages. You just got to keep stirring them so they don't stick, obviously. Yeah. And keep the heat a little bit lower. And there we go. Those sausages are going to cook for about, as I said, 4 minutes, about 2 minutes in there already. Yeah.
And then we're going to start building them.
We're going to start building. Should we actually just do that right now? Because I think these sausages are quite high. The heat is a little bit too high. So watch out for that. Keep it over a medium heat. Yeah. And then what we want to do is we're going to take some of this roasted red pepper and jalapeno sauce. So we've got some jalapenos, roasted red peppers, blended it up, and got this amazing sauce. Okay, your blender is actually your best friend in the kitchen, especially for these delicious vegan sauces. If I could put my blender in my bed with me at night and have a little cuddle. Sorry, that's true. I use it a lot. Okay, so we've got our jalapeno sauce in there. We're going to take one of our little sausages. And we're going to get this guy in there. Let's just jacket him in. Sorry. Amazing. Jacket him in there. And then we're going to take some of our... slaw. Yes. That's the one you've already made. This is the one I've made, and I'm going to talk to you about that pickle right over there. So the pickle, the cucumbers, is basically the same recipe, same cooking down process. The only difference is that we have added some jalapenos in here. Oh, this makes me so happy. So we're getting that there. And then, this is my favorite, the Woolies mayo. What? The vegan mayo, sorry, the Woolies vegan mayo. No. No eggs. I have to taste this. Taste that. I mean... Does it taste like real mayo? You tell me. I think so. This is amazing. I think so. Look at this. The creaminess. Oh, Woolworths, and you are check amazing. It out. And we're going to go... What's in here? Yes, so you're getting this really messy. I mean, I would imagine getting this on the side street of New York and just, like, smashing that in, you know? Like, really messy. But this time, it's good for you. You are definitely my new best friend. You make everything in the kitchen turn to magic. Thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you so much. Now, dinner is sorted. To get all the ingredients, the list, and the link to this fantastic recipe sent directly to your phone, SMS EAT to 33650. And if you want to see how we put this dish together one more time, here's a quick recap. Okay.
scammy. Now, it's estimated that 1 in every 131 emails contain malware used to generate money from unsuspecting users, making us so vulnerable to schemes and scams, which is why it's time for us to #WiseUp.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are Sabric.
Did you know that an estimated 78% of people claim to know the risks that come with clicking on malicious links and emails, yet a good portion of them still click on the links? With email hacking on a steady rise, you would think people would be more vigilant, but according to statistics, it can take businesses up to 6 months to even notice a breach on their systems, and by then, it's already too late. We have Sabric CEO Kalyani Pillay in the loft to explain exactly how we can avoid email hacking altogether. Thank you so much for shedding such light on something that we all know about, we all hear about, we all get warned about. But is it true that cyber criminals need up to just 15 minutes to get into your emails, and they need as little as a cell phone number?
Well, certainly, you know, I think so long as they have a cell phone number, it gives them an opportunity to get as much information that they require. And unfortunately, people still respond to these calls. The cyber criminals actually use this opportunity, and they use social engineering. They create all kinds of emotional turmoil sometimes in people, you know, just to frighten them. And of course, in that way, they try and solicit all of the information that they require. Unfortunately, the public are still responding to this. They're still giving out their passwords, their phone numbers, and all kinds of things. And so these types of criminals just need a little bit of additional information that enables them to go in and get access to your email account. And of course, once they have access to the email, once they take over a particular person's email, they start sending out emails. They could send emails out to your bank account manager, asking them to transfer monies from your account to, of course, their accounts or accounts under their control.
They kind of have free reign.
Absolutely, and that's why it's just so important. You know, it's just one of the things that they can do, but certainly something that we all have to be absolutely careful about all the time.
Yeah. So if I, unfortunately, am a victim, what are some of the warning signs that are like blinkers for me to pay attention and hope I could be hacked?
Sure. I think some of the things that you need to take note of to know whether, in fact, you have been a victim of an email hacking is you may start suddenly receiving a whole lot of email messages, you know, saying, why are you sending out spam to my account? So what happens is that the hacker, once they take over the account, starts sending out a whole lot of emails to people, hoping that there would be this kind of response. You could also find that suddenly you're not receiving any emails, and you ought to wonder why. The other thing is that you could possibly find that if you go into your sent items, and we often say this to people, when you log onto your machine, you should actually go into your sent box and look to see whether there are emails that went out that you actually didn't send.
That you don't recognize.
Yes, because if the person has taken over your account and they're sending out mails, they may forget to delete them. And then also you may find that some of your emails have gone missing. You may also find that you're getting messages saying that of non-delivery of emails, or that emails have bounced, and then these are mails that you actually haven't sent out. So you obviously those are the things that would give you the hint that you could possibly have been hacked.
Yeah, that there's
your email
something
account has been hacked.
To pay attention to.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a misconception that people who are big in power or people with celebrity status are immune to this email hacking because maybe their public profile is just so big. How problematic can this mindset be?
Well, look, it's actually anybody who could be a victim of an email hacking attack. But of course, criminals will obviously go to those that they think they would get greater access to funds, because that's what they want at the end of the day. I mean, the hacking into a person's email account, there are random instances of where it could be for espionage or some other reason, but most often it's because they want to get access to funds, to money. And so, but everybody could be a potential victim. It doesn't matter what your social status is. But I think the important thing is to know that criminals will look for any opportunity, and if the opportunity presents itself, that they will always make sure that they take it. So I think, you know, irrespective, we should all be constantly vigilant about our personal information and our accounts.
And quickly, if I find that my email has been hacked, what do I do now?
Well, of course, you need to go into your settings on your system and look to see if changes have been made. If there have been, of course, delete them all and just reset everything. Make sure that you change your password, that you set a password that's actually a difficult one to guess, that somebody wouldn't guess it easily. You may have to send out emails to everybody that received emails while your account was hacked to let them know that that was actually not you and that they should ignore all of those mails, because you should have all of those details on your computer. And also get somebody to actually have a look at your computer. Take it to somebody who's reputable, somebody who understands and who has the knowledge to actually check to see that nothing else has been changed, and make sure that you download the latest antivirus and anti-malware software, so that you can at least protect yourself.
Protection is key. Thank you so much. These SABREC sessions are helping me so much. I just keep learning.
Great. Yeah.
More and more people are losing money to fraud, scams and schemes. When it comes to changing bank account details, it's just no exception. Tune in next week when Keliani explains how fraudulent change of bank account detail scams work, so that you don't become a victim.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABREC.
Now remember to engage with us on our social media platforms and tell us about a cause that is really close to your heart that you wish you could get more involved with. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page.
Moving out? Need more room? Scaling down? Private property is a great place to start your search, with thousands of new properties from South Africa's top real estate agents, banks, developers and homeowners. It's the easiest way to find your next home. Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Search privateproperty.co.za.
Enter the Winner Home competition on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win a brand new, fully decorated apartment at Parterflay Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over 3 million rand. Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, if you're in need of inspiring recipes for easy entertaining, look no further. Our pigs in a blanket recipe is one to keep if you are the hostess with the mostest repertoire. And made with just 3 ingredients in the delicious Clover cheese range, this brings the tastiest pig in the blanket home with you. So you do not want to miss out on this recipe. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs cost R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. Now, this is a fabulous recipe. We did the vegetarian hot dogs, the vegan hot dogs, and now we're going to be doing the opposite.
Yes, I know.
For the non-vegans.
But we have to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. There's something for everybody in Afternoon Express today. So how do we get started with our little piggies?
Actually, Clover has made it easy for us because they offer a range of cheeses.
Yeah.
So today we're going to use sliced cheddar.
Okay.
So the pig is a blanket. Maybe you can help me, Jeannie.
With pleasure.
This side is your pastry. This side is my pastry.
Wonderful.
So 3 ingredients: puff pastry,
Yeah.
cheese, and voila, then you've got your frankfurters.
That's it.
Yes, that's it. So we start by layering our cheese.
I mean, I love cheese in
I'll have another
every
slice.
single shape and form. Oh.
And then over the cheese, our frankfurters go.
Okay.
And then we encase it.
Yeah. That's
Do
it.
like I do, like I do. Okay, then we encase it. Then we've got our egg wash here.
Okay,
For
that's
the
it.
top. So the question I get asked a lot by
Yeah.
moms, what can they make for their kids' lunchbox?
Yeah.
This is it.
And this is the perfect
The nice thing
alternative.
about it, this recipe can be eaten cold or it can be eaten warm.
Yeah.
And it's also very easy for entertaining. Maybe you've got uninvited guests.
Exactly.
You can quickly whip it up because it takes only 15 minutes in the oven.
Okay.
So we cut it even.
Yeah.
We start at the center, and then we do the center again to make nice bite sizes.
Exactly. And then actually, once they're made, you can then put them in the freezer, no? So that you can just quickly warm them up whenever you need to. And then
I
stick
didn't
them in
know
the
there was a
lunchbox.
cook in you.
There's deep down, very, very deep down. There's a cook in me that knows how to defrost.
No, I'm really impressed.
Thank you. You're such a doll.
You know what? Another comfort moms can take is 100%. It's made from 100% milk.
Exactly. Okay, so it's good for you as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much for teaching me how to make a little piggy in a blanket.
Thank you so much for having me again.
I love having you. Now, these are perfect nibbles for when entertaining. Remember to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this delicious recipe sent to your device. SMSs are R1.50 each. Free SMSs do not apply. And if you need to see how this pig in a blanket is made one more time, watch this space.
Made with love by Clover.
After the break, we make a sweet, creamy, crunchy and tangy coleslaw with Chef Lucia Mthiyane. Plus, we chat to Alison Brown about the correct ways to groom your pet and, of course, the benefits of home grooming in between parlour and vet visits.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Get ready. The face of cybercrime is changing. And so are we. We are smarter. We take charge. We are in control. We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are Sabric.
Add a Nola twist.
Sweet, creamy, crunchy, tangy. We all love a good coleslaw. It's the perfect pairing with any summer dish, and it's super easy to make with just a handful of fresh ingredients. So this afternoon, I welcome back in the wonderful kitchen our fabulous, most glamorous lady in the kitchen, Chef Lucia Mthiyane, is going to show us how to spruce up this classic dish with a creamy Nola spin. Welcome to the show again.
Thank you.
We love having you in the kitchen.
I love being here.
Okay, I love a good coleslaw.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Tell me, what are we making? I love learning things in the kitchen. None of it stays in my brain, but I mean, I enjoy it.
I heard that you enjoy cooking and you must dig deep. Yeah. But anyway.
Well, you know, I enjoy being in the kitchen, but it's mostly the watching that I like.
And the eating. No problem with that. Okay, so we are going to just put a twist in our coleslaw.
Yeah.
And what's going to help us do that is the creamy Nola mayonnaise.
Perfect.
Nola mayonnaise is creamy, it's balanced,
Yeah.
it's versatile.
Yeah.
It's spoonable, it's spreadable, it's
Beautiful.
mixable. Yeah.
And it's got a tang.
Yes, and it
Yum.
creates new ways to...
Yum.
Yes. So all we do is just mix all the ingredients.
I love mayonnaise.
So here we've got red cabbage, we've
Yeah.
got green cabbage, we've got carrots, and we are going to add...
What is that?
Apples, grated apple.
No.
Yes.
I've never had that in a coleslaw before. Have you? Is it typical?
Okay, you know what? We want to create a stir here.
Okay.
Not the usual coleslaw.
But it's not a regular thing, hey?
No, it's not.
Okay, but it adds that, gives it that
Absolutely,
taste.
yes.
Okay, what's
And
that?
then these are almond flakes. They are toasted, but you can use peanuts.
Okay.
It's up to you. If you're allergic, of course not.
I'm not allergic to nuts. I am just a little nuts.
And these, okay, actually these we're going to put at the end.
Okay.
So,
Do you want me to mix that up for you in the meantime?
yes, please.
Okay.
Let's put more.
Definitely. You
Yeah,
can
you're
never
here.
have enough mayonnaise.
Look how
Let's
pourable
put it
it
there.
is. So
Yeah, it's great.
Let's create a little bit of a stir
Oh,
here.
yum.
Very
Okay.
versatile. See
Yeah,
how creamy it
great.
is
Yeah, it's stunning.
and how spoonable it is.
Yeah. It's almost as spoonable as me.
I say spoonable.
Okay. And of course, the recipe for this, if you want the recipe at home, all you need to do is SMS the keyword NOLA to 33650, and they will send you all of the details, and you could be making this fabulous dish yourself at home.
And you know, coleslaw is good for sammies. It's good for burgers.
I would
and
just
wraps,
serve
of
a
course.
coleslaw just like that with braai.
Is it?
Am I a
of
lazy
course.
cook?
Of course. Can you please pour some here?
Of course. Let's see. Is that too much?
Look how it looks already.
Yeah, it's
looks
amazing.
very creamy.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about Nola mayonnaise?
Yeah.
It's very balanced, and then when you add it into ingredients, it does not overwhelm the dish.
Yeah.
It complements the dish very well. So what we
Amazing.
do now is...
Your spring onions?
Yes.
I love the
onions.
flavours.
So we are layering now.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, put our...
Some more nuts and parsley.
So,
oh, that's going to be delicious.
toasted with parsley.
I'm so curious as to what the coleslaw flavour is going to be with the apple. Oh, but I suppose they used to put raisins in coleslaw, hey?
Yes.
So then the apple would give it that sweetness.
But you know what? Most people don't like raisins.
Yeah. I know, that is so bizarre.
I love raisins.
I love raisins. Do you know that I met somebody the other day who didn't like olives?
Really? Oh, but
Yeah, I knew our friendship was never going to last.
There are lots of people who don't like olives.
Strange. Very odd palate.
Okay, so we're done. That's
Done.
it.
And then this is what it ends up looking like when you just cut and
when
serve.
you cut it nicely, like, that's how it looks.
You
can
are
see the
amazing.
creamy Nola mayonnaise there.
It works.
Yes, it
this is
works.
amazing. I'm going to be
Can't
eating
wait to
all
taste.
day. I can't wait to taste. Thank you so much for being in the kitchen with us
you so
today.
much
This
for
is
creating a
absolutely
stir with
amazing.
me.
I love creating a little stir. And you can create a stir at your next lunch date and impress with this super easy, super delicious coleslaw. SMS the keyword NOLA to 33650 for the recipe. But another look, here's a quick recap. Welcome back. Now, along with Pedigree and Whiskas, we have learned so much since our fur babies Baxter Donut joined our family. And today we continue that trend with Alison Brown from Pet World Express, who is here to tell us more about the often overlooked importance of grooming and how vital it can be towards your pet's overall health. Alison, welcome to the loft.
Thank you for having me.
So lovely to have you here. Now, when it comes to pet grooming, I think the easiest is just to take, you know, your dog and your cat to the parlour. I mean, ever so often, once a week, or how often should you be taking your dog to the parlour?
It depends on you and your dog.
Okay. Do people take cats to a parlour as
yes,
well? Okay.
Yes. Cats do come to the parlour. Usually it's Persian cats that come to the parlour because they need a bit of trimming and they need all that undercoat combed out, which needs to be done actually by the owner, maintenance-wise, on a every 2-day basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for dogs and cats, you should be looking at them every day.
Yeah.
Having a look at the skin, checking for little lumps and bumps, caught toenails in the eyes, in the ears, making sure that everything's looking nice and healthy.
Okay. What other kind of grooming should we be doing at home? Come here, baby. So good. What other, because things like trimming nails, and I mean, I would be very scared to do that at home.
It should really be done by a professional, either your vet or your groomer. It's no problem for a professional to do. It's a quick and easy job. And if your dog goes in quite regularly, let them get to go into the groomers, not particularly for a groom. Let your dog or your cat build a relationship with your groomer.
Yeah.
Same for your vet. You don't want them going to the parlour to a stranger because we're dealing with a living being.
Yeah.
And they have their own little quirks and personalities, and it's good for the groomer and the vet to get to know your pet and for your pet to get to know and build a relationship with the groomer. It's it's something that's going to be happening throughout their 18, possibly 20 years of their life. So you want it to be a fun, relaxed experience for them.
Now, this may seem like an odd question because me, especially when it comes to animals, I think you can never spoil an animal enough. But there are some people out there who sometimes don't groom their animals at all. Do all dogs and cats have to be groomed?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Cats, not so much, especially...
Because they do the self-grooming.
They do their self-grooming. But try and prepare the kitty for what's going to be happening down the line. As they get older, they're not as flexible, so they're not able to get to areas of their body that they used to be able
Cats
to get
get old
to.
just like we do.
Yep. So they build on that trust relationship again with your kitty. Get kitty used to being handled in the way that they need to be handled by a groomer. And when they are at that age, maybe about 12 to 15, then it doesn't become an issue.
Exactly.
They know what's happening.
Now, something that I found quite hilarious and that I don't know if I would be able to do it when I have a dog one day, brushing their teeth. How often do you have to brush your dog's teeth and how do you do it? And do you use like human toothpaste? Do you use a human toothbrush? How on earth do you do it?
Well, they can be brushed and should be brushed. Dentist sticks are amazing, Pedigree dentist sticks.
So there's dentist sticks, so that's what you've got over there.
Donut loves them.
Shame, she's sleeping now.
Yeah, she does.
Not when you hear a dentist stick.
What's this?
So that's those over here. So
these are amazing. That's the dentist stick. And it's,
now
as
you're
you
awake.
see, now she's up. And it's
daily oral care.
Yes, it's for daily oral care. You can brush and you can use the dentist sticks. If you're feeling a little lazy, the dentist sticks are amazing.
I'm just going to spoil her.
Absolutely.
This is what I do.
And this is what should be done because you can incorporate this in the grooming.
Yeah.
And you can brush while she's being treated.
Exactly.
So
what else do we have to groom dogs? Like, what should you have at home?
At home, these are your basics. This is a slicker brush.
Oh, that looks like that can pull my hair into a
It looks
pony.
a bit scary.
No, I like things
but
like
it's
that.
really nice. This has got little protectors on the end. It's hard.
This is amazing.
But it's got
You can get this
protectors.
for your dog and you can get this to scratch your own back at home for those hard-to-reach places. There you go.
So that's your basic, and you want to brush in layers. You want to push the fur up and have a look at the skin as you're brushing the hair down.
So that you can see if there's any ticks or anything going on.
Exactly. That's your mini health check. After every walk, after they've been washed, it's really good to brush them because washing makes knots. So you want to brush with your brush and then check that there's nothing in that coat with your comb. And if you feel something sticking, go back with your brush and have a look.
Okay. My mother always used to say that for beautiful hair, you've got to brush it 100 times a day. I guess the same is it's the same for your animals. Like if you imagine the horse's coat from brushing all the time. So thank you. Animals need a lot of grooming and pampering.
Nice and shining.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Now, even if you choose to use a professional pet groomer, don't forget that there are a lot of grooming techniques that you can do at home, which can also strengthen the bond between you and your baby. So on last week's episode of Winner Home, the judge's decision came down to a stalemate, which saw Team R&K and Team Contrast Control share the victory after the first design challenge. So tomorrow night, the teams are briefed on their second challenge and quickly realize that the competition is heating up. Catch all the action tomorrow night at 7:30 on SABC3. And don't forget to enter the competition where you stand a chance of winning amazing weekly prizes as well. And of course, there's the grand prize of a fully decorated luxury home valued at over 3 million rand. So to enter, all you need to do is visit privateproperty.co.za/winner home and vote for your favorite design duo. I mean, you can win a home. So after the break, we continue the conversation with our very special guest, Rolene Strauss.
This coming Thursday on Winner Home. Having completed both spare rooms in the first challenge, the design duos are briefed on their second challenge and realize that the competition doesn't get any easier. Plus, stand in line to win amazing weekly prizes and your chance of winning the grand prize, your very own home. Tune in for all the design inspiration with Winner Home, Thursday evenings at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. Winner Home, proudly brought to you by Capitec and Private Property, with Samsung products designed for your connected lifestyle. Grand prize luxury penthouse apartment by Bowen Properties. They're cute, they're cuddly, and they're TV stars. Baxter and Donut, the adorably fluffy four-legged members of the Afternoon Express family, are sharing their daily adventures on social media. To see what Baxter and Donut get up to behind the scenes, follow the adventures of Baxter and the adventures of Donut on Instagram.
Whiskas, feed their curiosity.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and of course we are back with the best of all time, Rolene Strauss. So we are very excited about the Pink Polo. Yes. When is it? You are hosting it as well.
I am co-hosting it with Coleslaw.
Amazing.
I'm so excited about it. He is amazing, so no pressure on me.
He is so cool.
But yes, so we're looking forward to welcoming each and every one of you. Go buy your ticket at CompuTickets or pinkpolo.coza.
Yeah.
And it is on Saturday the 3rd of November this year. So we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a beautiful summer's day with lots of fun, family and fashion.
What are you going to be wearing?
It is a big surprise, but our fashion partner, Elrico Zar, will be making my outfits. It's going to be comfortable but stylish and effortless. I think that is the three words that I describe it by.
Elrico actually used to be my stylist on Top Billing.
Oh, really?
And he's gone on to make his own clothes now, as you know, obviously.
Yes.
And he is one of the best designers in the country.
And
he
so
is
down
amazing.
to earth, and you feel so
and
comfortable
good looking.
with him. Yes, I know.
He's so talented. He's absolutely amazing. No, he is. So what else are you up to? I must come and visit your practice. What kind of things do you do there? You do everything from holistic to...
Yes, so we're really focused on preventative medicine. So prevention rather than cure, holistic approach. So we want you to become the best version and the healthiest version.
Oh, tell me how I can do that.
From the inside out. So like I've mentioned before, I'm not clinically involved. I'm doing the business side of it. And my sister-in-law does all of the clinical stuff. But we've had so many wonderful stories of people visiting her and really improving their lives. And for us, it's not about what you look like. Yes, it has an influence on your emotions, but it is about how healthy you are.
Okay, so are the aesthetics involved as well? And then I know you do those DNA tests.
Yes.
I went and had that DNA tested.
Okay.
And I found it so helpful.
Yes.
It was very similar for me. It was very similar to that Eat Right for Your blood type. It was, I noticed quite a lot of similarities between my blood type and my DNA, which was amazing.
Yes, yes. No, so we do from epigenetic DNA testing, telling you what diseases you're prone to get, how you can prevent them, you know, what diet works for your body, because we all differ. What eating program works for your body. We do hormone testing and then hormone balancing and treatments, and then all of the aesthetics as well, as well as medical weight loss programs, detox programs. So we really are out to get you the best, healthiest version of yourself. We love saying that you have to be yourself, but you have to be your best self.
Exactly. Are you on any of your own programs? Because whatever you're doing, I want to do.
I lead a very balanced life, and I definitely, obviously, won't let that opportunity go. So I do eat very healthy. I exercise regularly. I am very young, so I do some of the aesthetic work, more the skin treatments, to prevent rather than to try and turn back time.
Don't have to tell me about that.
So it's never too young to start with certain treatments, and it doesn't have to be invasive. But yes, so we're looking forward to it.
So we are, you know, you do such amazing work with, you know, for women's health. So we are asking people online, what is a cause close to your heart that you would like to get involved with a little bit more? So Pumzi Mthiyane says human trafficking, which is absolutely huge at the moment. I think if anybody could get more involved, I think a lot more people should create more awareness, because that is quite intense. When I was traveling now, there were so many alerts for kidnapping.
No, it's horrible, especially being a mother. You kind of, it's hair-raising to see what
when you see all these things going on Facebook, wow. I mean, it's amazing that I even leave the house. Farnaz Nurdin says children and elderly, cause who suffers from chronic conditions, of course, and I think the elderly is a big one for my heart, because there's very few people doing a lot for the elderly. And then Shelter Shelley says, I wish there could be free or cheaper schools for kids with special needs, especially in townships where most parents can't afford to take their kids with special needs to schools. Oh, absolutely. It pains me as well. It's quite an urgent need. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Jeannie.
I know you are incredibly healthy, but I am going to tempt you with some of our fabulous dishes.
You may, thank you.
This is vegan and plant-friendly. So that might be a good option for you.
Can I just use my hands?
Please use your hands.
Okay,
You're a South African girl at the end of the day. And you're the most down to earth. It's always such a pleasure having you here. I'm going to have a little bit of everything, but because I eat so much, it's embarrassing to do on camera. Thank you so much for being here today. You're absolutely amazing. And we can't wait to see you at the Pink Polo.
Yes, please. Go buy our tickets. We can't wait to have a beautiful summer's day together.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. Join us again tomorrow as we chat to 7-year-old Reese Jassim, a karate kid who has unleashed his inner entrepreneur to raise money in order to take part in a national karate tournament by selling acha, dried fruit and sauces at a stall. Also, we chat to Yassine Abrahams at Cape Town taxi driver who gives us a free lifts to the elderly. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night and God bless.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.